one of the biggest rivalries in World Rugby, if not the biggest. Up there with the biggest rivalry in World Rugby is on this weekend. England versus Ireland at Twickenham. It doesn't get bigger. It doesn't get bigger. That's Springboks versus All Blacks in Johannesburg or at Loftus. That's massive. England, Ireland in Twickenham. Oh man, this fixture dates back to 1875. Did they include William Webb Ellis picking the ball up? Did they just say that was England versus Ireland? That's years ago. 1875. Ireland have won the last 4 fixtures between the two nations. And funny enough, England won the 4 before that or prior to that. So it's very tit for tat. But in the bigger scheme or the bigger picture, England have won 80, while Ireland have won 53, and there's been 8 draws. Wikipedia is my source, guys, so shoot them. Don't shoot me, man. I'm just reading what I research. Sometimes, I've had to fire my producer previously, but I'm the producer. Man, what a fixture. This is going to be massive. I'm recording this before the teams have been released. I don't see many changes happening, I don't think. Just like running over the thoughts of what Ireland team will look like. Obviously, Sheehan at hooker. I think the forward pack is going to be one, or the battle up front is going to be one in the locking position and the back row. Like Maro Toje versus Maro Toje and probably Ollie Chesham versus Joe McCarthy and Byrne. That's juicy, man. That is juicy. And then the back row of Doris, I'm guessing Caelan Doris, Peter Marnie, and Josh van der Fleer versus Ben Earl will definitely be in there. Will they pick Roots? He's a big ball carrier. He's also a line-out option. And then Underhill has been good for them as well, tackling at ruck time. And I think this is how England are going to beat Ireland, or how they can stand a chance of beating them, is disrupting all of Ireland's ball. We saw it in little bits in the Ireland-Wales game where the Welsh team did disrupt them defensively. So at ruck time, try and slow down their ball. Ireland's so effective with their ruck speed, ball placement. Jamison Gibson Park gets there, the ball's on a platter, and he's just playing it. If you can somehow disrupt that a bit and kind of poke little holes into their fluidity of the game, man, when Ireland get a roll on, they're impossible to stop. So if you can somehow disrupt that, whether it be the line-outs, the rucks, your defensive lines pushing up, and England do have that rush defense, but like we saw versus Scotland, you can get found out against Italy. They got found out a couple times. So it's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game. Looking at the back lines, what I think they could look like. I'm not too sure where England are going to go at 9. And they picked Danny Kerr in their last game. I don't know how well that went. I think Spencer was on the bench. I don't know who they bring in there. Maybe they stick with Danny Kerr. And then at 10 is probably their biggest question mark. We know what George Ford can do, but has it been executing nicely? You don't want to kick. If they resort back to their kicking style and try and put teams under attack like that, you don't want to kick the ball to Ireland. Ireland want the ball. They've got the most passes per game or overall in the Six Nations. They want to keep the ball. So if you're going to kick them the ball, you're playing into their game plan, and their game plan is so much better executed than any other team in the Six Nations at the moment. So don't kick them the ball. I don't think that should be an option. So is Marcus Smith ready to jump back in? Will they just throw Finn Smith down in the deep end? Who knows? I think you know what you get of George Ford. He's kind of a comfortable person on the bench because you can bring him on and you know what you're going to get from him. So I don't know. Looking on the other side, like Jamison Gibson Park, shoe-in. Crowley, shoe-in. And then even Aki, shoe-in. Henshaw, probably shoe-in. Like that, those 4, 9, 10, 12, 13, that's strong. You look across on the other side for England, Dingwall, I think he's the highest in stats for missed tackles. Not a good stat to be the highest at. And then Ollie Lawrence didn't do much for Scotland, didn't get a lot of opportunities, and they might have not used him the best. Like that kind of complements what he brings to a game. Do they keep him there? Do they keep Henry Slade? Does Tuilagi get the jump ahead of him? Who knows, man? But you kind of have to, for this, you kind of have to match fire with fire a little bit. Because whether you like it or not, Ireland are going to implement their game plan and implement it well because they've been doing that for so long. I think it's 11 consecutive wins in the Six Nations. Like, Ireland know what they're doing. You're playing catch up. It's a tough one, man. It is a tough one. Like, I've seen a few pundits saying, like, yes, on their day, any team can beat any team. We've seen that in the past. It's happened in World Cups, Six Nations, Tri-Nations. It's happened. I don't see it happening. I don't see England, no matter what happens during the game, I don't see it happening. Like, Ireland could get a red card in the first 10 minutes, and I still think Ireland will win. And win by a try. They haven't shown, even though in games where they've played and they've been a bit clunky, it's been a bit stop-start, they still, as soon as they get their roll on, that team knows exactly how to get into position or where to run. It doesn't matter what player is where. Like, Porter could be a 10 and he knows exactly. He's got an option short. He's got someone out the back. He could be the 12 running that short. Like, they all know exactly where to go. It's beautiful to watch. And all those people hating, man, sometimes you just need to sit and respect, like, and appreciate good rugby. And Ireland at the moment are playing beautiful rugby. The only way I feel England can come close to maybe winning is disruption. Play ugly, boring, slow, disruptive rugby. Slow to line out, slow to scrums. Hit the ball away, give a few penalties away. You know what I mean? Like, just really, like, lie all over the ball, disrupt, be pests at ruck time. I won't even be surprised if they pick another fetcher in the loose tray instead of, like, giving up that extra line out option, just to be like Ben Earl, Sam Underhill, maybe chuck in one of the Curries. Chuck him in there. I don't know who else, yeah. And then have Cunningham South on the bench. Maybe have Ethan Roots on the bench as well. Go for a 6-2 split and just disrupt. That's the only way I can see this happening. Like, what do you guys think? It's the only way I see England coming close to beating Ireland. This Ireland team is too good. Too good. Like I said, I'm recording this before teams have been released. What do you guys think is going to happen? It's going to be a game, regardless. I think England, yes, they're at home. They got that little bit of upper hand. Best believe as many away tickets as can be sold, Ireland are going to pack Twickenham Stadium out. It's going to be massive because it's, again, one step closer to that Grand Slam, one step closer to that back-to-back Six Nations, back-to-back Grand Slam. Oh, man. I get excited. It's beautiful rugby to watch. Ireland are playing beautiful rugby. Can England do it? Can they ruin the party, spoil the party, whatever they want to do? It's a tough old ask. I still think Ireland will be too good regardless if there's red cards, whatever. Ireland too good. I'm going to go Ireland by 8 to 12 points. Too strong. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Bye.